Do you ever feel like your legs have a mind of their own? A mind that happens to only wake up when you're trying to fall asleep? Do you get the crawlies, the itchies, the shakies, the shimmies, or the annoying desire to start moving your legs at night? If you do, you could have restless leg syndrome, or RLS. Now, don't let the word syndrome scare you. RLS isn't the worst thing in the world, but it can lead to poor sleep, which ultimately hurts how you feel during the day.
Usually older individuals like adults feel a sense of restlessness, uneasiness, tickling discomfort in their legs, primarily at night, that when they get up and walk around seems to go away very quickly. When they sit still, it seems to be worse.
RLS can affect you during the day, but the sensations tend to get worse when relaxing or lying down, aka when you're trying to sleep. It may feel like you need to walk, stretch, massage, or shake your legs to get rid of this feeling, but that winds up disturbing your nighttime routine even more. And if this sounds like you, know that you're not alone.
It's fairly common. You see it in a lot of individuals, particularly in the sleep clinic, but it's missed terribly by providers, because it's so difficult for patients to describe it. It's not crampy, it's not particularly painful, even though it's dramatically uncomfortable.
So, how do you know if you have RLS? Well, have you ever used the words twitchy or uncomfortable to describe your legs at night? Dare I say, restless? Do you feel a sudden need to stretch or an urge to move? Are you convinced that your legs just decide to move on their own? If this all sounds too true, well, restless leg syndrome may be the cause. So what exactly is the root cause of RLS?
When you look at RLS patients compared to normals have their peak of dopamine and then it troughs as you go to bed. For restless leg patients, that drop is much more significant. Our bodies want to be restless. That's our natural state, that we have chemicals that sort of suppress that. But as dopamine levels drop too low at night, we drop too low to sort of suppress that restlessness and people start to feel it.
Of course, there are several behaviors that can exacerbate the symptoms of RLS. Things like sitting and resting can trigger your symptoms, and substances can worsen them too. Here we're talking about things like alcohol, caffeine, nicotine, and some cold and allergy medications. And I'd be willing to bet you use one of those 4. Now, if you've been diagnosed with RLS or maybe your symptoms sound familiar, there is a way to get some relief. First of all, exercise. In most cases, inactivity triggers your RLS symptoms. One study found that RLS patients who started exercising reduced their nighttime shakies significantly. And hey, if you worked up a good sweat, time for a hot bath or a well-deserved massage, or both. Hot baths and massages come highly recommended in pretty much all of the RLS literature. You could also try a pneumatic compression device to increase blood flow in the legs at night. These devices fill with air to squeeze your legs and can improve RLS symptoms after a month of daily use. Finally, good sleep hygiene is usually the answer to all your nighttime woes. Avoid alcohol or caffeine, especially before bed, and try winding down about an hour before bedtime. And if you want more tips on how to improve your sleep, we have a video all about that right here. RLS isn't fun. Though you're tucked in and ready for bed, it can feel like your legs are still on the dance floor. Thankfully, some of the remedies for RLS are also the behaviors we should be using for good sleep hygiene. So adding exercise and cutting out caffeine could be a key to not just reduce restlessness, but also better sleep overall. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sleep well.